Congratulations on your time on the competition. I just firstly wanted to say watching it was just such a joy throughout the last 6 episodes. How was your time in the competition looking back, Maxi?
It was hard. When they say Olympics of drag, they weren't bullshitting. They weren't. Yeah. It's very intense. It's early morning, late night. And it was, you know what, it's hard not to look at the other girls and think, oh, I'm competing against them. But you're really not. You're actually competing against yourself. And a lot of times the critiques, you do better if you sort of go back and go, oh, hold on. If I change this way, it's going to be better, rather than looking at, oh, okay, well, she got this review, so I'm going to change it to that. So it's a very personal thing.
You've been doing drag for so long as well. When you started drag, could you ever imagine something like RuPaul's Drag Race would come about and be such a thing that it is today?
No, never at all. It's like, I grew up, supermodel era when RuPaul did Supermodel, and we're like, oh my God, there's this great big drag queen that's got this like song that we're listening to, and and it was just crazy. So you could never, like, how could anyone ever dream that RuPaul's Drag Race would be an international phenomenon, and it's in Australia and I'm on it. It's so crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. What were some of your highlights in the time in the competition as well? I must also congratulate you on last week's lip sync challenge, because that was just brilliant. But other than that, what were some of your highlights from your time?
I think making connections with the other girls. I'm lucky enough I work with Coco every Saturday night. We've worked together for quite some time, so we call each other the fannies because we've got big bums. So we've been the fannies for many years. But the other girls, especially the New Zealand girls, getting to sort of meet them and continue our friendship after the filming has been incredible. As well as RuPaul talked to me, was giving me pointers. Michelle was talking to me saying, you're amazing, blah, blah, blah. And, I think RuPaul did say I was a star first, Scarlett. But anyway, no, I just don't.
Yeah.
It was just the whole time I was talking to any one of them, in my brain, I was like, don't do that stupid face that you do. And now rewatching, that's all I did was...
Yeah. So what were some of the biggest challenges as well on the competition on your time there, do you think?
I think you can't really prepare. And I do like to prepare things. Like, and I do like to prepare options. So you've given a brief sort of rundown on what's going on and looks and what have you, but you're throwing curveballs every single day. So I think being prepared, as well as it was the longest I've been away from my partner and the two dogs. So we have this unique relationship where we talk bullshit to each other, and we're stupid and we're dickheads, and we scream and we jump around, and we hardly ever fight. But what are you doing? And to have this intense environment for 10 hours a day, and then go back to the hotel and not have that person, someone that's like, you're like, oh, fuck, it was hard, David, or oh my God, you cannot believe what happened today. Not having that was really hard.
Now, there's been a little bit of controversy around the competition as well, and I think that kind of heated up 2 episodes ago. Do you have any words to say around what's happened with Scarlett Adams as well? We spoke with et cetera last week, and it's just something that we want to kind of delve into a little bit more, if you had anything to say about that.
Well, see, I'm a cis white male, and I think Australia's heard enough about from cis white males.
Yep.
I hope everyone speaks to Jojo. Coco's a person of color as well. She's from Fiji. There's some incredible drag performers in Australia. Miscellaneous.
I know Miscellaneous, yeah.
From Darwin, incredible queen. amazing person. Also a Gadigal elder, Nana Miss Curry. So I ask people to speak to our Indigenous queens, talk to them. That's I'm going to shut up.
Yeah.
I think that it's most important that we open the conversation and speak to our Indigenous and listen to their voices. The most important thing I'm championing, and those two are, the standouts. Nana, I used to work with in Kmart in Nowra in 1988, maybe 89, 90.
That was the year I was born. So, yep.
Oh, that's it. Two your age. So I've known Nana for years, and that was before drag and everything. But yeah, she's incredible, very smart queen, and really nice. So yes.
Yeah, that's a perfect answer. I guess as well, I'm so scared to say this, but being a veteran drag performer as well.
Seasoned. We all like seasoned chooks from police.
Seasoned chooks. So being a seasoned chook at the drag queen, drag scene, I should say, what would be your advice as well to younger queens coming up through the ranks and wanting to try things out? Because I mean, there has been such an explosion in drag, I guess, since RuPaul came into the equation. What would be your advice to younger queens?
Go out and have fun. Go out and have fun. I think that's what's sometimes it's missed, because you sort of see these performers that are professional performers, and people are like, okay, I'm going to be a drag queen and I'm going to earn money. And, we all can do great makeup because we've got YouTube now. We all can have fabulous clothes because we just buy it on the internet. The world's your oyster. But there is really something about a drag queen that has gone out and been a social queen for a while, knows what it's like to get drunk and, go out with your sisters and go out ugly, go out not perfect, have a dance with a stranger on the dance floor, all that sort of stuff. So that would be my advice is go out and just have fun first. If you're talented, work will find you.
Yep.
It really will. And also look after your knees. Look after your knees. Those jumps on the knees, that's going to come back to you. Trust me.
Yep. I feel that. Do you think there is room for imperfection in drag these days? Do you think that there's still room for that kind of imperfection that you just mentioned?
Yes.
Okay.
And I definitely, I gave Coco one of her first gigs, and you know what? She was dreadful on a microphone. She was dreadful, but she would walk into a room and her smile and her personality would be like a sunbeam shooting in. And, imperfections make you unique. And, I think it gives you an edge. If you're perfect, okay. Yeah. Rightio. But you know what? If you're not quite perfect, in saying that, always be on time. Rag can be washed. Stick it in the bloody washing machine and clean your lace, for God's sakes.
Is there anything else you would have done differently if you had your time again on RuPaul's Drag Race?
No, I don't think so. I'm really happy with how, I came across. I just wanted to be me. I'm a silly old queen. I'm not skinny. I wanted to represent plus size old girls and just show everyone that, just because you get over 40 doesn't mean you're dead. And the gay community sometimes thinks that, getting older means, okay, that's it, you're over. And it's definitely not. Since I've turned 40, I've just done the most incredible things. And I was on Drag Race, for God's sake. That's just crazy. That's crazy. Yeah.
So what's next for you then, Maxi? What are you working on now?
I'm going to sit down. No, go have a nap, not get up early in the morning and put a face on. No, I've got a few new shows coming up. We're putting on it. Coco and I are putting on a new show at the Oxford Hotel for Saturday
Beautiful.
nights with Come and Get It. So that's going to be lots of fun. There's a few things that I'm not going to jinx.
Yep.
Dare I say, maybe I could be the first plus size, older, seasoned chook on the front cover of Australian Vogue.
Yes, I'd love to see
Why not?
that.
Why not? Anything's possible, isn't it?
Yeah.
Dream big. Dream big.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. Any last words for us today, Maxi? Anything else you'd like to add?
No, I think I've just rambled your ears off. That's the most you've heard in quarantine or lockdown.
Yeah, these weekly chats with the cast are like my highlight at the moment. So
Is it just awful? Are you going crazy or?
A little bit crazy. I think my cat's over my company by now. So
when the cat gets over your company, that's
yeah, on thin ice now. Well, thank you so much for your time this afternoon. It's really lovely to have a chat today.